Well, YouTube have just announced that they're rolling out auto dubbing to every creator in the YouTube Partner Program. Up until now, certain creators have had the feature as part of a beta testing process, and now it's rolling out wider. So if you're in the YouTube Partner Program, I'm going to show you how you can know that you've actually got it, and then if you do, then we can move forward and talk about how you use it and everything else that you need to know. So let's jump right in. First thing you're going to see is we're on YouTube Studio on desktop. This is probably the best place to look for it. I'm not sure if you can look for this particular setting on mobile because I don't think it's there at this stage on the YouTube Studio app. But if we go down in your Studio dashboard here and click on settings, the common settings one that pops out. Now, the place you're going to find this is actually in upload defaults. So we're going to go and click on upload defaults, and we want to go to the advanced settings tab. And what we're going to do is just scroll down a little bit, and you're going to see this section here. Now, I've already filled mine out, but I'm just going to bring it up and talk about these. Automatically translates your audio tracks into different languages and adds them to your video. And there's a little learn more. Now you have the options to do the following. First of all, the main box, allow automatic dubbing. This will be turned off by default, but I've checked mine on. And if you want to, if you're interested in it at all, then turn it on. Then after that, you have a number of settings. And I would recommend turning on manually review dubs before publishing. That means to check to make sure they sound right. Like, you may not understand the language. If you're a male and it's giving you a female voice, that's probably something you want to look out for before it goes live to everybody. So I've checked review dubs in all languages. Now you can also go with review dubs in experimental languages. So you make your settings however you want there. If you're not turning it on, then just leave that first box unchecked and you're good to go. Now, if you want to utilize auto dubbing, and there's good reasons to actually use it, then make sure you check the box. And once you check the box, come down and click save. Obviously, my save is grayed out because I've already done it previously. So what's going to happen is you're going to be able to upload a video to YouTube as soon as it does all the processing of the video. And once you get the transcript and the closed captions and all that, then it has the text ability to convert that into the alternate languages and time it to your video. So there's a couple of things we want to know about. So we're going to jump on over to the help page on this and cover all the main parts, all the important parts. So first of all, let's talk about auto dubbing in a little bit more detail. Automatic dubbing generates translated audio tracks in different languages to make your videos more accessible to viewers around the world. So it's important for this, is making your videos instantly available to people in other languages. Whereas before, say you're an English speaker like myself, then you can only reach an English-speaking audience or people who understand the English language. What I say is lost to somebody who only speaks French or only speaks Hindi or something like that. Videos with these audio tracks are marked as auto-dubbed in the video description. Viewers can always switch to the original audio track or to other available languages in the video settings. So when you're watching a video on the watch page, you can go down to the little gear icon and actually be able to go in and select which audio track you want to listen to if you want to have that option. But of course, YouTube being YouTube, is if they offer that video to somebody that they know is a French speaker, they're going to offer it to them in French automatically. They're even going to translate your video title and description into French. So that's pretty cool. So they get the whole package except for maybe the thumbnail. From a thumbnail point of view, that might mean maybe less text on a thumbnail and more visual words to indicate what the video is about so that it works in any language. Automatic dubbing isn't yet available to all creators, and you can only manage it on your YouTube Studio on your computer, which is what I mentioned at the start. It's only available settings-wise to operate on desktop in the YouTube app, so it pays to have that handy. Now, you'll also notice that it says not available to all creators. That is true. Now, currently, I'm understanding from a post like this one today that came through on Twitter and Threads and other places, actually indicates that it should be rolling out right now to people in the YouTube Partner Program. So if you're a creator and you're monetized, then you probably have that ability to turn that on. And how I showed you just now is exactly how you need to go and check it. And therefore, if you've got it, you can activate it. Now, it says an interesting thing here under the note part here in grey. Automatic dubbing helps make info more accessible globally, even though it's not all videos that can be successfully or accurately dubbed. Dubs are generated automatically, so they might contain errors due to mispronunciations, accents, dialects, or background noise in the original video. We may also face challenges translating proper nouns, idioms, and jargon. Other issues may arise with speech recognition, like matching the voice used for dubbing to the original voice. You or someone who speaks the target language can review dubs before publication, which we mentioned there when we were looking at the original set of options about doing a review before it goes public instead of going public automatically. Okay, let's talk about the languages that are currently available. Now, obviously, they're going to be adding languages to this over time, but currently languages are available dubbing from English to French, German, Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Portuguese, and Spanish. Now, I'll note that that is USA Spanish for context. And now we go into the practical. This is telling us how to turn it on, which I've already shown you how, and turning it off. Obviously, turning it off would be to go and uncheck that box that we talked about. And then I think the next point we need to cover is managing these. So I'm going to jump into a video where I've got some languages set up, and we're going to look at that in just a second. But first, before we do that, you can turn on review before publishing, which I've already talked about. And then you can preview dubs. So we're going to look at the preview. Now you go into content and look under languages and you'll see that. And then you can preview them, you can check them, and if you're happy, then you can publish them. So I'm going to show you how to do that right now. All the instructions are here. This article will be linked in the video description. Now I have a short that has been auto-dubbed because it's the only piece of content that I've uploaded since this went live. So we're going to dive into that one and have a look. Now what you'll see is when you go into your details menu, you go down the side, where you used to see something like subtitles is now called languages because it does a whole lot more than just subtitles. You can do all that in here as well. Now you can see I've got a whole bunch of languages here that are already published. And here it says translations. This is where we want to look. This section here at the bottom, you can see I've got a whole bunch. I went with every language that was available to me just to test it out here. So I've done French, German, Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Portuguese, and Spanish, which I believe were all the ones we mentioned on that list. And you can see right now they're already published. But before that, you'll see that they're actually in a setting that is called review. And you can review the audio here in this column. We can optionally upload subtitles in that, but it doesn't do the subtitles automatically for you, just the audio dub. But it does also do the title and description you can see here in this column. But we're going to look at audio. Let's just use French. Now I have two options here. I can't actually go in and do the review right now. What we might do is let's pick a language and unpublish one. I'm going to go with Hindi. So a big shout out to all the Indian people. So we'll just unpublish it. That means it'll take it offline so people aren't seeing that as an option. Okay, when you first come along, it's going to say draft. And so what we want to do is maybe click on Hindi here. And what we can see here, Hindi, it's showing us the title in Hindi. And the main part, the initial part of the description in Hindi. It's not showing everything, not showing my affiliate links and stuff in Hindi, but the actual description part of the video, it knows which part it is, usually at the top. Now I can come in here and add manual subtitles because I don't have automatic subtitles in Hindi. So you can do all that in here now. And it's saying the dub, which is here, is currently in draft mode. You can see here there's a video playback here, and what we can do is drop this down, and then what we're going to do is I can flick that to Hindi. Now if I want to check it, all I have to do is hit play.
ठीक है, ऐसा लगता है कि YouTube ज्यादा से ज्यादा क्रिएटर्स के लिए ऑटो डबिंग शुरू कर रहा है। तो अगर आप YouTube पार्टनर प्रोग्राम
And you can see that's in Hindi. I don't know the accuracy of that. I actually, because I did captions on this myself, I've already done the translation, but it worked off what I gave it and what it translated from my voice. But what you can actually do is upload content as well. Now, if I'm happy with that, in there, I can actually go and publish it, or I can come out here and just hit publish again. So I'm going to republish that because I want that to be available. And you can see that's now republishing. It takes a minute or two. You don't have to wait around for that, I don't believe. If you're checking a lot of them, you can be like publishing them, then checking the next one, publishing them, checking the next one, which is what I did in this case. Up the top here, just under languages, just out of interest, because this is a new layout and format because auto dubbing is now activated, I can actually go and add additional uploads in English. English subtitles are the default source. I can edit the subtitles, so I can go in and check the subtitles that are already there. You can see it's got some captions in place, which are appearing on the screen there. They're for like closed captions, so they're the ones that the people can turn on and off when they're watching the video. So that's all in there. I can change that or whatever, but I'm going to just get an X out of there. Discard changes. I can actually go in and upload a new set of translations. Now, if you are uploading video initially and you want to upload your own translation so that it's accurate in English, so that it has something better to work off, make sure you're doing that as part of the upload sequence. So it's like in the one of the workflows when you get to where you do the end screens and you can do subtitles and stuff. Make sure you put it in there at that point, so then it's there for when the video is going up and getting processed. And keep in mind, if you're uploading and publishing your video immediately, then the other languages aren't going to be available straight away. It's going to take time for it to come up with the different dubs. So maybe you want to plan your uploads, upload in advance, and then release them and publish them after you've checked and reviewed the dubs in different languages. Now, the other thing you can do over here, there's add language here. If you click on that, this is where I can go in and say, oh, I've done something myself in, say, Afrikaans or ASL or any of these languages. Is Klingon in here at this point? I got to say, if there is Klingon, you can even upload in Klingon. If you're a fluent Klingon speaker, then you can make your content available to Klingon-speaking Trekkies if you want to. It's amazing what you can do. Now, these aren't going to be auto-dubbed. This is something that you might want to upload yourself. So say I had something in Kashmiri, which is from the Kashmir region in the Middle East, that I can come in here, put the title and description in Kashmiri, and I can add manual subtitles. There is no option right now to upload audio dubs from what I can tell. So if you're getting audio dubs yourself, then you might be waiting a little bit longer for multi-language audio to be enabled on your computer. But for now, you do probably have audio dubbing if you're in the YouTube Partner Program. Now, I know that things are going to be rolling out on this and people are going to be experimenting them, and you may have some questions along the way, maybe something I haven't covered. So what I want you to do is make sure you reach out in the comments, say, hey, thanks for the video, Doug, but I have this question about auto dubbing, and we'll see if we can figure it out for you. I don't know all the answers, but sometimes I can find out things or research them and get the answers for you. So let me know in the comments. And if you want to learn more about some of the YouTube stuff that I talk about, then I want you to check out this video here that's on recent Shorts update. A little bit controversial. So we talk about Shorts views and how they're not the same as they used to be. So go check that one out. This is Doug, and I'll catch you later.